What is going on, everyone? V back with another video, and in today's video I thought I would just talk about a tip for communication. I feel as though if we all implemented this tip when we are communicating with another person, communication would be very different. Relationships would be very different. And I'm meaning business relationships, personal relationships, families, friends, whatever. I mean, things would be very different. But before we get into the video, have you subscribed to my channel yet? I'll give you a few seconds to do that. Okay, now that you subscribed, let's get into the video. First off, there are many important things we should be doing when we are communicating with one another, but we're not going to get into all of that today. What I want to talk to you about today is asking questions when you're communicating with the other person. Miscommunication and misunderstandings is the number one reason why people get into arguments in the first place. What I suggest we do, which I am working on myself, which is why I'm making this video, is to ask questions during the argument. So let's take an example in your personal life. You're in an argument with your best friend and he or she said something that really hurt you and pissed you off and made you feel bad. When you are at the point that you are discussing the incident that happened that made you feel sad, hurt, mad, whatever, instead of having a heated conversation where it's, well, you made me feel this and you said that and then I said this and I would never say that to you and all of that stuff, try asking questions like, why did you say what you said? I'm trying to understand. Well, I said that because I was also frustrated and angry. Okay, and why were you frustrated and angry? Well, I had a shit day earlier and something bad happened at work and then Joe called and told me this and okay, so you were really frustrated and then you took that out on me. Is that what happened? Asking questions allows you to dissect the situation and get to some sort of understanding and clarity about the situation. So yes, it's okay to say how you felt and stuff, but try implementing questions into the situation, because a lot of us assume what the other person was thinking, and we know what happens when you assume. This is something I'm really working on myself, to be like, okay, what did you mean by that? In business, in personal life, friends, family, ask questions. Ask questions to seek to understand, because if you are just there to attack the person, that is not going to go anywhere, and we all know that. A good reminder would be like, what question can I ask in this situation right now? We all have questions all the time. Now's the time to come up with some. Questions also give you a nice setup for what you would have liked to happen in this situation. So let's say your friend cancels on you last minute rather than in advance, and now you feel like a bit disrespected and just like, that sucks. Asking questions like, why didn't you let me know earlier if you knew this since last week? Then that person will say whatever they'll say. Maybe they'll say, I thought I could get out of it and I thought I could rearrange my schedule and make it work for our plans. Then that is the time you get to say, okay, I understand what you were thinking in your head, but now what I'd like for the future is for you to let me know if there's a possibility that our plans could go south. Instead of saying, I hate the fact that you did that, you're so disrespectful, I'm sitting at home waiting and now I have no plans and it's Saturday night and blah, blah, blah. Instead of doing all of that, ask a question first. Ask a question, why? Why did this happen? And then once they say why it happened, then you get to say, well, I would prefer this. I think a lot of us in arguments want to just say how we feel and that was bad and that was wrong and that was rude and that was mean or whatever. But think of a question first. If everybody tried to understand people in an argument more than they do, more than they want to just get things out themselves, that would be really, that would be huge. Since we're all so different, a lot of us also perceive a situation through our own eyes, through our own experiences, through our perception of life. We take in a situation where we're like, ooh, I would never have done that. I would never have said that. That's very rude. If I were to have done that, that would have been me being mean. She's being mean right now. Then you go into the situation through your eyes and through your lens of life, and you automatically feel like that person was trying to be mean to you. So if we ask questions like, what were you feeling when you said what you said? And then the person has to really, first of all, think about it. And secondly, express themselves with what they were feeling and going through at that point in time. And then you have a better understanding and can then look at the situation differently. So yes, it's totally normal to have an initial reaction. We all have initial reactions to everything because we are our own person and we have our own glasses that we go through life with. Then we have to reel it back and go into a situation and ask questions. I'm trying to get better and better at this. Like, what did you mean when you said that? Can you clarify that sentence, please? When you texted me this, can you clarify what that meant? Clarification is a great way to bring it up to the person without feeling like you're attacking them. Like, what the hell kind of comment was that? Or blah, blah, blah. Like, ask for clarification. That is not aggressive. That is not bad to do. That's great to do. You're giving them a chance to say what they really meant or clarify what they said that could have come off wrong. So questions, questions, questions. Ask questions. Ask for clarification. Seek to understand, and your situations and arguments and relationships with friends, family, significant others, and business will be very, very different. I have been implementing this for the last, I would say, 6 months. I've been really, really working on it and really, really conscious of it. Very helpful. So that is it for today's video. I hope it works for you. I hope you try it. If you have to even put on a post-it somewhere, ask for clarification first. Like, put it in your car, put it on your mirror. It'll just be top of mind. And next time you get into a situation where you're like, ooh, like this isn't making me feel so good, ask for clarification. I need some clarification on this situation that happened. Our conversation earlier, I just need some clarification to better understand you. The person's gonna love that. Everyone wants to feel understood. Thank you so much for watching. If you could give this video a like and subscribe to the channel and hit the bell so that you get notified every time I post a new video, that would be amazing. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.